Hey guys, for today we got here the latest smartphone from OPPO, and it's the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G. And yes, we're gonna unbox this smartphone, and as you can see in here, we got here a really nice box. So it's very simple. Time to unbox this one. So we got here the safety guide and also the pin, a free jelly case. So these are the main features of the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G. Ooh, look at that. That is a very sexy color for the smartphone. The 100-watt Super VOOC charger, the USB-A to Type-C cable for that Super VOOC charging on the smartphone. And boy, look at that. It is so beautiful. I love it. As you can see in here, we got here a really nice color on the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G. We got here a glass back. It's actually pretty glossy, but I didn't notice any fingerprints after using it for a while. Yes, it is thick, but the overall design of the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus camera layout is quite beautiful. And yes, the camera is protruding and it's a little bit thick, but look at that. The design of it, the layout of it is quite beautiful. So for the camera, there's the 50 megapixel Sony IMX890 main sensor in this one. There's also a 64 megapixel telephoto lens, which is an OV64B sensor. And then there's the 8 megapixel IMX355 ultra wide angle camera. While for the front camera, there's the 32 megapixel IMX709 sensor. So overall, both the front and also the rear look of the smartphone is quite sexy and it is quite beautiful. So while I'm setting this one up, let me show you some of the other things on the smartphone. We got here the USB Type-C, the speaker grill, and also the card tray. At the top, we got here the IR blaster for the infrared remote control. And inside, we got here the 47 milliamp hour of battery, 100-watt Super VOOC charging. For the performance, we got here the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, along with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. You can also expand the RAM up to 8 gig, and it comes with an LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 storage. So far, there's so much to love about the smartphone. As you can see in here, we got here the glossy purple color that looks really beautiful, along with this 3D curved glass at the back, which helps at the ergonomics of the smartphone. On the front, we got here the 6.74-inch AMOLED display with a 2772 by 1240 resolution, which is quite crisp. There's the Dragon Trail Star 2 glass as well, and of course, it's quite beautiful and colorful, as you can see. And for gamers, I'm pretty sure that you would love the 120Hz refresh rate on the smartphone. Now we all know what we can expect from the hardware of the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G. Now let's do a short dive with its software. So this one is running on ColorOS. And yes, ColorOS 13 is smooth, it's colorful, and it's quite user-friendly. As you can see, there are some applications that are pre-installed on this one because the one that we're using is not the retail unit for the Philippines. But this one is quite smooth already, and I'm loving the colors and the UI of the smartphone. As you can see in here, the UI fits perfectly for the curved display of the smartphone, the colors and everything, because it's ColorOS. We all know that ColorOS is user-friendly, and also the applications that are pre-installed in here are quite useful. Now time to update this one to the latest version. So I've been using the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G for quite a while now, and I do love the features that we have in here. So first, let's talk about the Super VOOC flash charging of the smartphone. So there's the 100 watts Super VOOC fast charging on the smartphone. This means that I can fully charge the smartphone in just a few minutes. Actually, I never had an issue with its battery. The ColorOS is really optimized for the processor, so I was getting a really good battery life on the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G. So despite using the smartphone for gaming for hours, well, I really didn't have any problem, as again, we're getting a really good battery life on the smartphone. And speaking of battery life, again, the Super VOOC fast charging of the smartphone is quite enticing because I was only charging the smartphone for less than 30 minutes and I was already getting more than a whole day of usage on the OPPO Reno10 Pro Plus 5G. And the 100 watts fast charging is one of the fastest that we can see on a smartphone right now. And if you're worried about
the degrading battery life of the smartphone, well, you don't have to worry about that on the OPPO Reno 10 Pro Plus 5G, because this smartphone also comes with a smart charging technology, in where when you're charging the smartphone at night, and you have to charge it overnight, of course, and you don't have to worry about it, because the smartphone detects that, okay, it's already late in the evening, we will fully charge it by 6 a.m. So once you're ready for your day, well, you can now fully charge the smartphone from 80% to 100%. So that 20% gap that you have on the smartphone, that's 80 to 100, is actually reserved for the optimization of the battery, so your battery life won't degrade easily. And again, the smartphone comes with a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor. It's a flagship level processor from last year, and despite being a year old already, this smartphone's processor is quite good. I was actually able to play different games ranging from Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or even Call of Duty Mobile without any problems. And the good thing about the smartphone having a year-old processor is that most of the games and the applications that I've been using on the OPPO Reno 10 Pro Plus 5G is already optimized. So whether you're using LumaFusion or CapCut, you don't have any problems on the smartphone, as this one is already optimized. And paired with that is the Matte Silicon chipset inside the smartphone, which helps in the processing of the photos and the videos. So the combination of the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 and also the Matte Silicon chip provides a really good camera experience on the smartphone. And speaking of camera, again, we got your 50 megapixel main camera and a really good telephoto lens. So the smartphone can capture up to 120 times zoom, which is really amazing and definitely on a flagship level. So whether I'm taking a selfie on the smartphone or using the rear camera of the OPPO Reno 10 Pro Plus 5G, I was getting a really good shots in here. The colors are great, it is really sharp, and yes, zooming up to 120 times might not give you the best details, but it's quite useful, especially in concerts or just when you're reading a menu that is far away from you right now. The night shots were quite good as well, and actually I do love using it as we got here really brighter photos on the smartphone. So overall, the OPPO Reno 10 Pro Plus 5G is a really interesting smartphone. We got here a powerful processor, a really sexy design, and the hardware is just so good. And look at that, the glossy purple color of the smartphone is something that you would definitely love. So I guess that's it for our video for the OPPO Reno 10 Pro Plus 5G. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be sure to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of our latest videos here in my YouTube channel. So once again, I am JamFJamOnline.ph. Thank you for watching and see you guys again in my next video.